Hey everyone, in today's video I am going to be sharing with you why your story, yes, your personal story is what will help you to be authentic with your collection and build a loyal following and show that your personal power is in your own path as a designer. You know, no one else can have your story. No one else is you. And no one else has walked or experienced what it is that you have experienced to become that amazing designer. So I really do hope you enjoy this video and get lots of tips and inspiration so you can be a badass in your business. Hey everyone, a big welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline Matthews and I am an award-winning fashion and bridal designer and also the founder of the Luxe Collective. The Luxe Collective is an amazing, inspiring, educational platform to help fashion designers like you and female entrepreneurs to go out there and build badass businesses and an amazing, stylish personal brand. It's been my dream to be a fashion designer ever since I was young, and I really want to give you the lowdown on what it actually takes to build your creative empire. And pretty much share with you the lessons that I have learned, because I have learned millions of lessons and I really just want to help you go out there and just create an amazing business and learn from my mistakes. The inspiration for this week's video has come from not only digging deep into my own story, but also from hearing from other designers who I've worked with, who have these amazing stories and amazing journeys of how they actually became a designer. From, how they were passionate, but they were really scared to share their story because, they didn't think anybody wanted to hear it. They thought they were going to be judged, the usual crap that we go through, the crap BS stories that we tell ourselves. So that was really the inspiration for this week's video. And also, as I am leaving for LA tomorrow for my first live event, the Luxe Creative, I have been sharing my story with my own Facebook group, the Luxe Collective, and really sharing the ups and downs, and it's made me more relatable to my clients and to my tribe and to my following. So this is why it is key, peeps, it is key. I hope you love this video, and if you do, then of course I would love it if you would give me a massive thumbs up, if you would subscribe and also click the notifications so you never miss an episode. I will be super grateful. As I said in the last video, I'm loving this journey. I'm loving sharing everything that I do and everything that I am as a designer and everything I'm passionate about. Okay, so let's get stuck in with this. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was really why your story is important. As I mentioned in the beginning there, nobody can have your story as a designer. Nobody knows what you have gone through as a designer, what you've gone through as a woman, what you're going through as an entrepreneur. Even if you are just graduating from university, there's going to be stories, there's going to be, experiences that you have as a designer and as an entrepreneur. And this is what I share with my clients. They really forget the fact that they are so important. Like, everything that they do is at the service of their brand. So the more unique they can make their brand, and the more it can stand out, and the more personal it can be, the more powerful your brand can be, and the more powerful you become as a woman, especially as a woman. One of the things that really made me become a fashion designer was really, at the time, I didn't really understand the power of my story. When I started my fashion label, I had very little confidence. I had come out of a long-term relationship. I had been kicked up the ass big time with low self-esteem, low self-worth, and pretty much no self-confidence. And I started my fashion label very much to empower women to become who they really wanted to be through my fashion. And this is how I promoted it. And really unconsciously, what I was doing was, while I was creating this, platform and kind of saying what my fashion was about, and saying how much I really wanted to empower these women and make them rock and make them feel amazing. And whilst doing all of this, I was actually building my own self-confidence and really beginning to elevate who I was as a woman. And, you know, this is one of my own unique stories that I have as a fashion designer, because I'm pretty sure nobody else, maybe, well, I hope not, nobody else came out of a 10-year relationship with a serious lacking in confidence and, you know, really worrying about who they were and what they were going to do and feeling like, you know, a failure, to empowering these women through the clothes that I was designing. And this was, you know, this was a really good story. And it wasn't even a story, it was one of my personal experiences. And it helped my brand to become relatable. It was, you know, standing my brand out, because women just love the fact that, like, oh my God, I've been here before. I have felt like she has. And, you know, if she is designing clothes that are going to empower me and that are also building her own confidence, then why the hell would they not want to buy into my brand? So this is why having your story and sharing your story is super, super, super important. And I really, really, really invite you to, you know, take a look at the woman behind the brand. This is you. Like, what makes you tick? You know, what made you become a designer? What makes you unique? Because all of these things, when you can get really clear on them and you can be comfortable in sharing them, I honest you and I absolutely promise you, with pinky finger cross, whatever, pinky promise, that's it. I pinky promise you that when you have your own unique take on your fashion label and you can share your own story, and I'm sure you've got stories, everybody has got stories. You know, I share stories in pretty much all of my YouTube videos. My last YouTube video, I was talking about how I literally had £10 to my name, and it was a case of eating noodles or bus fare, train fare into my studio. I chose the studio, I didn't choose to eat. On that note, and the power of these stories is what really, really, really just stands you out. It makes you become a relatable person, and this is what we want to do, especially as female fashion designers. You know, women buy by the way somebody and something makes them feel. We do this. So really, really share your vision with your tribe. Share it with buyers who you go and take your collection to. Give people an insight into who you really are without your ego. Do not get caught up in your ego. I mean, that is actually driving me on to the next point, which is do not let ego get in the way. We are very fearful of being judged by other people, especially as designers. You know, what are they going to think of us? Are they going to think that I'm a fake? Are they going to think that my brand is authentic? Are they going to think that I'm a good designer? It's all bullshit. It's really all bullshit. And this is all your ego talking. You know, what you want to do is start coming from the heart. Start coming from where your passion is and why and how you feel as a designer, because this is honestly what will build that connection and is what will keep you being a success collection after collection. Because the more authentic you are, the longer you will last in the fashion industry. As we know, the fashion industry is fickle. It's fickle, it's very cliquey, and we all get kind of caught up on the way things should be or how things should be. And the world is changing. We are, as designers, are changing. And this is what I wanted to create with the Luxe Collective. And this is what I share with you guys. You know, the importance of staying true to your brand, you know, elevating your own story, creating your own elevator pitch. And it's all based around who you are as a woman, who you are as a designer, and who you are as an entrepreneur. Nobody can be you. I say this every single time, but it is so true. But there's so many designers who I work with who have this fear. They want to be like, they think that they should be like everyone else. And I am here to tell you, no. You have to stand out. You have to share your story. You have to be the woman behind the brand and step the hell up and show everybody who you are and what your business is about and what you are passionate about and who you are as a designer. Because from that space, you will attract amazing clients who will be ridiculously loyal to you and want to be buying from you all of the time. And the only way that you can do that is to start being authentic and is to start sharing your story, your uniqueness for how you became a designer and what drives you every single day. And the last thing that I actually wanted to talk about was learn to communicate like a boss. The reason why I say this is because your ability to communicate will affect your ability to influence others, your ability to develop relationships, and ultimately your your ability to sell your collection effectively. This is really, really key. Once we have started to develop our story, once we have started to know it and we've written it down and, you know, we know what we're confident with and what drives us to be a designer every day, then you've got to be able to communicate that. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk is all about like documenting your stories and talking about who you are and being authentic and true. And this is absolutely key as a fashion designer too. You know, communicate it, share these stories, share your journey, share what it is that you're up to as a designer, share the behind the scenes, share everything, because it builds confidence as well. It's an amazing thing because, you know, you get amazing feedback from people who are just like, oh my God, she's so inspiring. And I got this yesterday. I got a beautiful message from somebody who just was like, you are just unbelievably inspiring. You've really inspired me to, you know, to follow my dream as a designer. And, you know, really wanting to show up exactly who as I am. And that to me is just amazing. It's so beautiful, but she wouldn't have said that if I wasn't out there communicating who I was as a designer and what my passions were and what, you know, my drive is every day to be a successful designer and as a successful woman as well. So please don't hold back who you are. You know, embrace your weirdness, embrace your madness, and never let your uniqueness go. They are what makes you stand out. Absolutely. So passionate. It's crazy, isn't it? However this works for you in communicating your brand, do it, but just do it in a way that never cuts off how you are as a woman, as a designer. As I said, embrace your weirdness. This is your story. No one is going to have that. So your weirdness, your uniqueness, your badassness, all of that is going to, you know, make you feel alive. It's going to make your tribe, it's going to make your audience feel alive. And it's going to what? It's going to keep them coming back. And it's going to make you stand out and be an authentic, awesome, rock star fashion designer. So that is my video this week, guys. I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter because I seem to be going crazy on them. So I do hope you've enjoyed this week's video on my channel. The art of storytelling is so important to any female fashion designer, especially, yeah, all designers actually. You know, we as women fear being judged. I guess, you know, guys are probably the same as well. We worry about what people are going to say and pretty much if we're going to be liked or not, which is pretty shit. But as a designer, it's actually worse because we are in constant battle with, you know, that fear of being judged and fearing fake. So be that designer who is vulnerable. Be that designer who is authentic, staying true to who she is. Share your journey as a designer with your tribe, with your clients. Build those authentic relationships so you can become the designer that you want to be. And just be a success because this is what it's all about. Enjoy it, have fun, share your story, peeps. Please share your story. I hope you enjoyed this week's video and please do not forget, own it, live it, love it, and be true to yourself and your brand. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me a massive thumbs up. And also click that notification button so you do not miss an episode. My next week's video is going to be coming from LA and I'm going to be doing some behind the scenes vlogs of my first event in LA. So I do hope you stay tuned and look forward to them. As usual, big love and good vibes and always stay true to who you are.